Suhaylah. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. You can follow me on Instagram at Suhaylah underscore the artist. It's SUHAYLAH underscore the artist. I paint, I draw, I create. Follow me.
Okay, so me and Suhayla are going to talk about colorism today. Okay, so our first question is, what does the word colorism mean to you?
What does the word colorism mean to me?
Hmm.
Uh, to me, it's like the baby of racism.
Yeah,
Uh, the best way to describe it.
yeah,
It's kind of like it's another form of discrimination based on your skin tone, basically.
yeah. Okay, all right. So what do you believe are some examples of colorism?
An example of colorism, I would say, would be the light skin versus dark skin, constant back and forth.
Yeah,
Um, the appropriation of our skin tones, where these people are getting overly tanned or overly made up. Um,
blackfishing.
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I saw that.
The Ariana Grande situation with the Forever 21 type of thing, basically pitting each other against each other just because of the tone of your skin.
Yeah. Okay. So, why do you believe people have negative attitudes associated with dark skin? And I guess why do you believe people have negative attitudes associated with light skin if you think they do?
Um, basis of it is like again, based in racism, based in the way that they treated us throughout slavery, how they tried to, have the field slaves versus the house slaves. That
Right.
is the how it started. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
pitting us together, saying you're more valuable because your skin is lighter, more than likely because you came from a raped slave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they kept you in the house for that reason, and that kind of transcended on through time over the years because it never disappeared, and
Right.
it's it's prophesized it's profit off of because of that. So they
Yeah.
continue that to maintain this system of power through white supremacy and capitalism, all different umbrellas of racism and white people doing white people stuff.
Right. Okay. All right. That was a comprehensive answer. Huh. Okay. Mm. You didn't tell us all the reasons why. Okay. All right. Um, so, what role do you believe colorism plays in dating and marriage?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Mm.
Um, the role I think it
If
plays,
you think it plays on.
it 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 always plays a part in how things are received, how things are perceived. So
Mm.
like if there is a man and a woman, a dark skinned man and a light skinned woman, um, the light skinned woman may receive more things because of the fact that she's lighter. Or it might be, oh, you with him, he's too dark for you, or something along those lines. There's always other people's perceptions of what it could be. Or in the realm of it could be two women, two men of the same, someone of the same gender, and still having that issue of light skin versus dark skin, and they're thinking, oh, you get treated better because you look this certain type of way. When
Yeah.
and all can be that, but it creates a rift in relationships, makes things complicated. It's one of those things that you definitely have to talk about in order to get past because it's automatically like an undertone in
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. I agree. It is. Okay. All right. What role do you believe traditional media plays in promoting colorist stereotypes?
Oh, it's the root of it mostly. I'd
Yeah,
say
I agree.
they want to cast like the Nina Simone situation.
Oh yeah, I saw
That
that. Oh my goodness.
so we
That's obvious.
like why would you even start why would you even come to the idea that it should be we need to paint this woman darker when you could have picked a darker skinned woman to play the role? You know,
Exactly.
they're constantly trying to push this lighter role but then use our features, or you know what I
Yeah.
mean? it's it's a intertwined complexity of, oh, I'm gonna pick these people because they're great actors or actresses, rather than I'm gonna pick someone who fits the role, and
Right.
that they don't want to see us as they don't want to see our skin on the screen, because then their children or us would be proud of that. We would have some type
Right.
of reputation to make us feel beautiful, because they've always told us that we're not. So of course that plays a huge role in
Right.
colorism.
Do you watch Power?
I have, but I have not watched like the last 3 seasons. I heard some stuff and I'm upset because I heard some stuff.
Yeah,
But
I don't watch it that much, but I watched it and then I saw the little. Did you see the little flyer thingy?
mm-mm.
So they put out a flyer, and from what I know, Tasha's
Mm-hmm.
the wife. She's more of like a main character.
You dark
And
skin.
then yeah, she's dark skinned. And then there's two lighter skinned women in there, or Latina women, or I don't know what they are in the movie. I know one of them is like the side chick, and she
Yeah.
becomes the main eventually. And then there's another one. She's also like a Latina, or maybe she's not. She could just be like light skinned. I don't know. But in the flyer, they have Tasha on the end. Tasha's one of the main characters, but they have Tasha on the end, and then they have the other two women. And so then people were like, "Oh, it's a height thing or whatever." But Tasha's like literally, she's supposed to be one of the main characters. She's like on the end of the picture basically,
Right.
and I'm like, yeah. So they have the two lighter women beside each other, and then Tasha on the end. So
Just to
people
like
were
that
right, yeah,
they could
to
Photoshop her.
highlight them.
So that whole little short thing is that's a lie. If
Yeah,
they
they were like, "Oh,
Photoshop
it's
her,
because of the height."
that's bull.
Like,
That's
tell the truth. Just tell the truth. But
absolutely.
I haven't seen the whole show, so I'm like, okay, maybe in the last couple seasons they became, even though she's a wife, or I don't know how her role could have, got reduced. But I was like, maybe I don't think so, but maybe something changed while I wasn't watching the show. But I saw other people posting it like, very upset about it. So I'm like, okay.
I have to consider, but from my understanding, she plays a huge role. A
Yeah,
huge role.
that's what I thought. Why would she be in the middle?
Right.
Okay. All right. So, what do you believe is the difference between colorism and preference? Is there a difference?
I would say your preference is still probably has an undertone of colorism,
I agree.
because you already have this state of mind that, oh, I just like light skinned girls because they prettier or whatever. And you like,
Hmm.
what? What? They look they just have like this exotic feel to them, and that word exotic blows me. But like
Exotic.
that's usually stems from. I'm not gonna say that just because you have a preference that you are exhibiting colorism, but I believe that it can be based in it. Yes.
Yeah. I think it's just a new word.
Yeah.
I really because nobody's gonna say, yeah, I'm a colorist.
No.
So so they just say that's just my preference. But they'll say I don't like black. I don't like dark girls because they ratchet and ghetto. I like light skinned girls, but that's just my preference.
Well, you just that's where I am. That right there shows that it's colorism based in it.
Right. You just
Not
told us.
typing this their skin tone. That's
Right.
basically what it's going back to, the stereotyping of what someone acts like or behaves like because of their skin tone.
Right. Okay. All right. So how do you believe gender intersects with colorism?
Darker skinned men are fetishized,
Mm-hmm.
and lighter skinned women are fetishized,
Yeah.
because I mean that goes back to the power dynamic of white supremacy. White men love them some chocolate. They want them a black woman. It's just how it goes. That's why white women trying to look like us, and then white women like, oh, I love me a chocolate man. I want that tall, dark, and sexy right there. Like, and it plays a part in how we react to it too, because I hear the same dialogue coming from our own people, but
Yeah.
it plays a part. Like they're learning from that, and it's sad, but
Yeah.
that is the case.
Okay.
You good, you
Okay.
good.
Do you think colorism is institutionalized? Do you think it affects like job interviews, socioeconomic status, prison sentences, um, all that?
Mm. Uh, yeah, yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
does in all aspects. And gaining a job, you know, especially if you're someone that's like in the front end of a store, or someone who's seen more, they want the one who seems more presentable on the front, the lighter person in the front, the darker person in the back, uh, or they're just gonna get the job in the interview because they seem like they will fit better with the
Yeah.
rest of the
Fit.
environment.
Hmm.
Um, when it comes to prison sentences, I can't speak 100% on that because I don't really know. Um, but I would say more than likely, because we have situations. Granted, he's not a lighter person and is dealing with white versus black, but like Dylan Roof getting taken to get a
Yeah.
burger by choking out Eric Garner in the street for cigarettes. Like,
Right. 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 Right.
did a mass shooting and you taking them to Burger King? What do you
Right.
mean?
Right.
So, definitely, definitely, without a doubt.
Yeah. If it's like that among white and black, why wouldn't it be like that among like lighter and darker? But from my research, it is like that. Like if the judges perceive, lighter skinned people as less dangerous, so they are less likely to get, sentenced as heavy, yeah, as darker skinned people. So, and that's a good point you made. Like if they're treating, a white person versus a black person like this, then obviously you're gonna treat a darker skin tone person versus a light skinned person, differently, because there's just this. In dating, I feel like you have with black men, there's more of a preference for dark skinned black men, but I feel like within life, they are perceived as more, dangerous.
Yep.
So their sentences would be longer.
Mm-hmm.
So, which sucks, but I mean, yeah. Okay.
To a man, sir.
Um, what are some of your personal experiences with colorism, if you have any?
Um, I get it a lot because I have siblings that are a lot lighter than me, and people are,
Okay.
"Oh, y'all related? How can y'all be? She dark skinned, she light skinned." I'm like, two black people can make an albino child. What do you mean? Or that whole, again, that exotic. I get that a lot. Like, what do you mix with? I'm black.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. I'm black. What more do you need to know? You
Yeah.
see the nose, you see the hair. I'm black. Period. So
Yeah.
I that a lot. That whole fetishizing fetishizing of skin tone, like, ooh, I like a caramel girl, da 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 da. And that instantly turns me off, because now you're defining, you're breaking, like, you're trying to separate me for the rest of my people. Like, it don't matter. I'm still this. So if you
Yeah.
only this, take that somewhere else.
Right. And when you did the whole like caramel or brown skin thing, like you're just calling me like an acceptable
I'm a middle ground.
skin. Yeah. Like I'm just, yeah. Right.
Mhm.
I'm just light enough so that still like me, but no. That's not a
Mhm.
compliment. So, yeah. Okay. So what who okay, so these are the last two questions. Who is responsible for breaking the cycle of colorism, and do you believe it will ever end?
I believe we're all responsible. Every single person on this planet is responsible, because we all perpetuate it in some way, shape, or form, even if we don't believe it. There's that, again, that colorism is like an undertone of racism. We already
Yeah.
know that is because of blackness and whiteness. So when you
Right.
have that inner spectrum, it's like we're perpetuating when we say things like, you act in a certain type of way because you light skin, you act in a certain type of way because you dark skin. We're
Mhm.
applying these stereotypes to different skin tones, when it's like, for what? We're still just people. So that plays a part in the whole world. We all have to combat it some type of way. We have to change our thinking, change our way of being, change our way of treating people based on those things. And there was a follow-up question after that. What did you say after?
Do you think it will ever end?
Do I think it will ever end? I want it to end.
Hmm.
but with that to end, we have to end racism. And that's a whole nother war.
Yeah,
That's a whole nother war. But I believe if our people really recognize the stereotypes that we perpetuate against each other, we can get past colorism to the point
yeah,
that we can eradicate racism.
yeah. I agree. It might have to start with the next generation now.
Yeah.
Like,
To the point where we're already at this racially ambiguous level because we're so intertwined, we're so mixed
mhm.
with one another. So when people come with, oh, what are you? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Kids are already like, I'm a human. That
right,
part,
right.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the kids now, I feel like they're a little less, or hopefully they're getting there. Yeah,
They're getting. I would say they're breaking down the stereotypes and prejudice more so than anybody because they're like,
yeah,
this don't even mean anything to me. I don't care.
right, right. Okay, all right. Well, this is Sean, and
Suhayla, how y'all
okay,
doing?
and thank you for watching us again on All Things Black.